Squash folds have been around for a while, but Crealies just took them to a whole new level. Hello, I am Karen Heshik of Karen's Creative Cards, and in this video for both my YouTube channel and for Crealies, I'm going to share cards I made with 3 of the new squash fold die sets, as well as many other dies from Crealies. Just look at this wedding or anniversary card I made so easily with these dies. It's pretty on the front with a shaped cover made with the Crealies heart with rough edges. But just look what happens when I open this card. Isn't that cool? Look at the front, and then when you open it, the heart squash fold pops up. Together forever. I think that would be really pretty for an anniversary or a wedding. This is the die that I used to create this card. It is the Hearts Cards Squash Fold card, and as you can see, there are many layering dies as well. So you can choose the with or without stitches. You can choose to use 2 or 3 layers. Each one has a main piece and then many layers that you can choose. When you cut out the main piece, there are 2 straight lines, and then there is a diagonal line. And all you do is fold the straight lines in a mountain fold. And the diagonal one in a valley fold. And then the piece will go together. Isn't that easy? And then you put this piece right into the fold, as I did here, and then glue or tape these sides down, and it's going to pop up and down. Now there's a square one, which I can show you in a minute, and of course that could be done without a die, but not the hearts or the circle, and certainly not that many layers or stitching. And these dies are so reasonably priced and high quality and make these fun folds so easy to do, and now they're available in the United States at the Frantic Stamper website. So you can either go to Crealies website in the Netherlands or Frantic Stamper in the United States. So here's another one. There's a square one, and it has all the layering pieces in either the stitched or the regular. And again, you just look for the 2 perpendicular lines, and those get folded down. I'm just doing these just to show you. I always keep a template to remind me how to make these. And then the diagonal one is in a valley fold. And then you simply push in the sides and you've got the squash fold. It's that easy. And this corner always goes into the fold. I had this idea to put several of the square squash folds together to make a fun card with the new bananas and faces and arms. So there's the cute banana, and then you put some arms on him and you die cut his face. And there's another one there. There's the large size and then the small and the medium size. So I put a belly band on that's elastic to hold that together, because you know it's going to want to pop. And so I'm going to show you this in several different angles, but once you take that off, you raise this up. It's got to go higher than the, and you have 3 very cute square pop-ups. So I'll try to show each piece. This one is the first one, and then you attach the second one on here. This one gets folded in the opposite way, so this works. We have those cute bananas saying, "Love you a bunch." Love you a bunch. And I just thought that would be really fun for my grandson. I think he's going to love that one. Then there is a circle one. And again, you look for the two lines that are perpendicular, and those you fold down. And then you look for the diagonal line, and that you fold up in a valley. And then you simply fold those together, and you have your squash fold ready to go. I'm going to grab my bone folder to reinforce those lines, because I'm going to make a card with this one. I thought that I would use the new Buck and Bear with Cub silhouette dies to make a guy's card with this. So I have my Mama Bear cut out and my baby bear, and then a buck silhouette, and those are going to go on a card, and I am going to make a guy's card. So I have cut a card base that is 5 1/4 by 10 1/2 and folded it, and I wanted it to fit into a 6 by 6 envelope. I am using designer paper called Foggy Forest from Hot Off the Press. And on the inside, I have put one piece here ready to go with another bear. And then I'm making this a birthday card for a guy. And that one is, that is ready to go. And we're going to use the circular squash fold, and we're going to decorate it. Now we know that it has to go in with this point into the corner, so it has to stay like this. So the 2 large triangles are here, and then the 4 smaller ones. So I've cut some pieces of this designer paper to create a scene, and I am going to glue those in. To the circle squash fold. Like I showed you, there are many options for layering, and my favorite are the stitched, but in this case the scenery paper was so pretty, and I wanted it to be the focus of this, so I just chose the largest layering dies for each one of these pieces. And these layering pieces are just creating a scene that's kind of continuing from the right side. And each one of the triangles, of course, has a little border. Very easy to put together. make sure the glue is set. Okay, so this is going to go in to the card right there. So I thought I would just use some good strong tape to do that. You could of course use a glue, but again you'd have to wait to get it to set up. Sometimes when you want something to really be set in there strong, you can use a combination of tape and glue, and I think I might do that just to make sure those little corners do get set in there as well. Because you know this card's going to be open and closed a lot, right? Because it's going to be very cool. I'm picturing this from my brother, who loves the outdoors. Make sure I got it the right way. Yep. Now you can set this in anywhere along that fold. Because I have the happy birthday in there, I'm just coming down a little bit from the center. And then add a little more glue on the corners here. And then close the cover on that. And there we go. When we open it, the circle squash fold pops out. And then I thought I would put the mama bear over here. Needs to be cleaned out just a bit, it looks like. And then the baby bear, I'm going to turn him upside down and have him going towards his mama. So the inside of our card is complete with that pretty squash fold and the mama bear and baby bear. On the front, I knew I wanted to use this deer buck silhouette and some of that pretty paper, but I didn't think it was going to stand out enough with the paper. So what I'm going to do is do the a technique where you just cut out an oval, and I use the Crealies die there with some stitching on it, and I also cut it out of fun foam, and raised it up, and then I'm going to put it back, and then the buck should stand out nice. That's called the eclipse technique. So we'll add this to the front. I waited on that because I wanted to make sure that everything went into the center of the card very well to do the front, and then make a mistake or something on the inside. Although these these dies make it so easy to make a squash fold. It's almost impossible to make a mistake, but you never know. Sometimes you might put something in backwards or something. So I waited to put the front on. Now I cut it the same size because I just wanted the pattern paper to cover the whole front. And on the back of this fun foam is it's sticky, and I did already glue this piece on, so the pattern's going to continue from the background into this oval, which is raised. And then that was my microphone. We'll see if it makes a difference or not. Hopefully not. I'm almost done. So there's the front of the card, and then when you open it, the squash fold pops up. I think my brother is going to love it. I love how all these squash fold cards turned out, and it's so easy to add interactive pop-ups with these new dies. I hope my cards encourage you to give some of the ideas and products a try.